Well, hello folks, it's John with Ozarks Backroads with you here. We're out in the Ozarks on a beautiful winter's day. So we're on the mighty Tiger 800 here, and I've had a lot of people asking about the Dunlop Trailmax Mission tires that I put on the bike back in the spring. How they're doing, how they're holding up. We'll take a look at the tread on these tires here real quick and talk about them. And then I'm thinking maybe I'm going to get the drone out and take a flight along Bryant Creek here and see how it looks in the winter time here in the Ozarks. So stick around. Well, here's the rear tire, the Dunlop Trailmax Mission. And as you can see here, I have got a ton of tread left on this. It's just really wearing well. Now, these tires have 5,050 miles on them right now. This tire here is looking really good. It doesn't, oh man, it's got a 1/4 inch tread left in it. And I'm not getting any squaring here across the, well, I can feel just a little bit starting right in here. But yeah, it hadn't really squared off or anything. It's looking real good there. So 5,000 miles on it now. I'm guessing that tire is easily going to get 10,000 miles, unless something major goes wrong here. I don't see this thing wearing out anytime soon. So I would say this is going to easily be a 10,000 mile tire for me on the back here. Let's go look at the front tire and see how it's doing. Now here's our front tire. It too has a ton of tread left on it. It's doing really well. And then this is the biggest lug right here in the tread. And I'm not feeling any flat spots there on these. So this tire isn't really, it's wearing less than the rear tire, I believe. So it's doing real well. I would say that this tire will go 10,000 just like the rear. I think I'm going to get 10 out of the set. And I really like these tires. These tires are great on sandy, loose stuff. They do a real good job. That front tire's got the lugs there on the sides, and it really grips good. I'm pretty happy with that. There's nothing I can really say against them. They're good on the highway, got really good traction. They're good in the rain. I've ridden them in the rain. And, you know, good confidence on the highway, and they're great in the dirt. When these are done, I will definitely be buying another set of the Dunlop Trailmax Mission tires. When these wear out, I'm putting another set on. I'm not sure would find a tire I like any better than these for what I do. If I was doing hardcore off-road, you know, really gnarly stuff, yeah, I'd put knobbies on it, but I do mostly highway. I do more highway getting to where I want to ride than I do riding in the, you know, in the gravel and dirt and stuff and rocks. So these are perfect tires for me. I'll be buying another set of them. So that's kind of an update on the Dunlop Trailmax Mission tires. I'm happy with them. I'll buy another set. I think they're great. Well, we took a little flight there on Bryant Creek with the drone. Thought I'd do that while I was out here. So that ought to be pretty cool. That's just a beautiful spot there on Bryant Creek. That's one of the nicer places I like to go. We'll run down here and see what there is to see. What a beautiful day in the Ozarks. You don't get very many of these in December and January. I think this is around somewhere around December the 10th, I believe. So this is pretty good for December. What do we got? It's 63 degrees, it says on my ambient temperature here on the bike, so that's probably pretty close. What a bridge. A bridge of many layers. Oh, this is beautiful. This is Veracruz access over here on the Bryant. We'll go over here and take a look at this. Take a look at that bluff. It's lit up nicely right now in the sun. Oh, I bet that's rough in the little car. Come over that. Have to go really easy. Missouri Conservation Department. So this is a state access. You can put your canoe in right down here. And they got a little restroom over here and some picnic tables. Looks like they got some fire rings there. You could have a fire, cook you some groceries. We'll go down here and look at the creek real quick. River's been here, or this creek's been here a day or two to saw down through that much rock. Probably long before us humans ever showed up, I'm sure. This is an old bridge that used to be here years ago. The road's gone, but you can still see some of the old concrete they mixed out of creek rock for the supports and stuff. So that was done many a day ago, I'm sure. Beautiful. We shall continue on, see what else we can find. Sun's getting low in the west. I don't have a whole lot of time left. We got a new bridge down here. The old one washed away a few years back. Had a big flood and washed out a bunch of bridges, but they replaced this one. This is another access, and I do not remember the name of this one. Every access has a name, but it's the same type deal. They got a restroom and a pretty bluff to look at there. That's pretty sweet. A lot of deep sand right here. Who'd have thought you'd get into sand on the creek? Whew. That's beautiful. Nice shot of the bluff. The water is really clear. Clean enough to jump in, I would say. But it's not warm enough to jump in. An old log cabin right up here. And they've kind of restored it, got it back up in shape. It looks really good. That is pretty neat. Got her all propped up on some big rocks. Well, they may have moved that. I don't know that that's where it's always been. It looks to me like they've probably relocated it. They've done a lot of work on it, but original logs, looks like pretty old windows and stuff in it as well. So that's cool. They got a bunch of fresh base on this. Let's hope it's not too soft. This was pretty rough the last time I was up it. This is much better. Well, that windshield is really rattling around. I don't much care for the way they got the windshield mounted. It's too loose, makes too much noise. Yeah, I had a beautiful trip down to Big Bend, Texas, down in the Big Bend area. Big Bend National Park and State Park down on the Rio Grande. That was just beautiful down in there. It's a good place to visit. Really a harsh environment. I wouldn't want to live there, but it's a nice place to visit in the cool weather months. It isn't a place for a hillbilly to be hanging out in the summer. I wouldn't survive. You got to have skills to survive in those kind of climates that I don't have probably. But it was dandy. It was really nice in October, November when I was there. No complaints. Beautiful country. Howdy. That's four-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
His head's bigger than mine. See you guys. That's a big old bulldog. Enormous head on that thing. Big old bluff right here, kind of hanging out. Hanging out over the place. Yeah, these kind of days don't come along very often in the middle of winter. Hopefully we'll get a few more. Oh, this is nice. Really a nice area. The creek just kind of meanders around back and forth over here. Not too shabby at all. Beautiful day. Really appreciate getting a day like this in the middle of winter to get out and ride a little bit, even if it is just for a few hours. Makes a big difference. Well, folks, we've made it back to civilization. We're back to the highway here. The highway bridge over the creek right over here. Sun's just now going down below the bluff. So we're going to jump on the Tiger and hightail it back towards the world headquarters before we get dark. We got to look at these Dunlop Trailmax Mission tires. I am absolutely sold on these tires. I think they're just the greatest tire ever. The best tire I've ever had. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and going for a ride here in December in the Ozarks on the mighty Tiger 800. Hopefully some of our footage will turn out good. Flying the drone on the creek there. Invite y'all to come back and see me. Till I catch up with you again next time, y'all take care of yourselves. We'll catch you later.